Well, 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 welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, Pete. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait, there is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Hello. Welcome, viewers. Welcome to the Architects of Fate. My name is Rowdy Rob, and I am your game master for tonight. Welcome to the last Dirge of Arnor. And we are now on episode 3, Darker Tidings. And how about that intro clip? That music just gets me going. I just sit all day long and watch that clip and listen to the music as I prep for my session at night. But anyway, I hope everyone is excited about episode 3. We've had a great start. This is the one where things go into the next gear. So I've got a great cast with me tonight, the same cast, obviously, but let's go through and do some real quick introductions, and then we're going to dive right into the session. Dusty, Jim, Cam, and Chance. We'll go in that order. You guys remember it.
All right. I'm Dusty. I'm playing Vayman Stall, a entrepreneurial rogue.
Everybody, I'm Jim. I'm playing Rhuen, Rue, and I am just realizing that I don't know what animals are.
Hey everybody, I'm Cam, and I'm Harberry Shingle, and I'm a strong-willed hobbit that tends to get into some trouble once in a while. But I'm here helping these guys as best I can for the Shire and the Middle-earth peoples.
And I am Chance, playing Kevrum Blinkenslop, the dwarven combat engineer, surly grump, and protector of all the small peoples. Happy to be here.
All right. Thank you. And in the background, we've got the ever effervescent Dr. Twitch running our tech. So we are thrilled to have him helping us out in the background. And any questions, guys, before we jump in? Just checking, level set, make sure we're good. Chance, you were looking to do some upgrades there. Did you get that sorted?
Yep. I took the skill for bash.
All right. Let's bash some skulls. Okay, so things started out in Tharbad in session 1, where the crew had run into a little bit of trouble on the docks with the Red Water gang, and then from there we're invited to Lord Orvandil, who is the the March Warden of Minhiriath. And he is surveying that region of Minhiriath, and you can see most of that, I think, on the screen. And the crew have been contracted to travel with the caravan into that region, and a chap named Hirluin, who is the royal surveyor from Minhiriath. And they are escorting him not just as a little bit of muscle, but also some survey laborers, as they're about to find out. So my first question is, technically for Dr. Twitch, is that map updating? Because I zoomed in a little. All right, we're going to let that go for now. Yeah, just zooming in on. So there's a little, there's a new little addition here, right in the, that little circle is now our party's location. So on the big map, we're going to track our party based on that icon, exactly, right there. So following the avian flood from last session, where the sky darkened and a great flock of birds came out of nowhere, seemingly heading south, out of season, and certainly a little bit out of sorts, the crew, the party ended up settling in the town of Caranthel, which is where we currently find them. And I'm going to just move us over to the town of Caranthel. And the crew spent the evening with the townsfolk in various taverns, discussing this strange phenomenon that occurred. And so I'm going to ask the gang, what were the townsfolk saying about these birds?
And the townsfolk were panicked as crap. It's the end of the world. There's signs of bad things. Sauron must be coming back. Anything.
Dogs and cats living together and that
utter
kind
chaos.
Of thing. Any other rumors you all heard as you were gallivanting around the town with the townsfolk?
Well, some of them were not very nice, and they pointed out, I was covered in bird shit, so even though I'm getting my cloak clean, they saw me in the tavern and had to bring it up. So. But I rolled with it.
Pointing and laughing. He's the one. He's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I heard some of the farmers talking about maybe the birds would get in their seeds and give them a bad year of crops.
Yes, I did hear that one as well. Okay, so we're going to move on to the morning, unless there's something that you folks want to do last minute in the evening. But I know that Kevrum managed to negotiate a sofa, so he found an open sofa at the Smith's house. Everyone else, unfortunately, is slumming it in the tents on the outside of town. So morning comes, morning arrives, bright, sunny summer day like any other. It's absolutely glorious. And Hirluin is up and about and preparing for the caravan to head out. Is there anything anybody wants to do in Caranthel before Hirluin drives the caravan forward?
I would just ask if there's anything of note that was in the direction that the birds were coming from.
The ocean, but it's very far south. So basically the birds were migrating southward. Obviously, it was somewhat of an abnormal formation, but there's nothing of note other than the ocean very far south.
I thought the birds were coming from the north.
They were migrating south.
Right. Where were they coming from? Like, was there anything up there?
You mean, is there anything in the north?
Yeah. Is there anything up where the townspeople think those birds might be coming from?
No, nothing abnormal. It's just the South Road is, we're talking north-south, but the South Road is north. The South Road, and then some forests, and much further north than that is the city or the fortress of Fornost. But no, there's just, it's like land of any other. It's small towns and villages. There's nothing of note that anyone could cite as a reason.
Good enough.
All right. Any other activities? Any activities you want to do in this town before you head out?
Kevrum is going to get a little autistically, like, fixing things and forget that it's time to go until the party's like, Kev, let's go. All right. Just let me finish hammering this in.
One more nail. All right. So Hirluin points out that, hey, where is that bloody Khazid? He's got to be here. He's always late. What the heck? No, he's your buddy. So you're not here, but he's calls out for someone to go and find you and track you down. The caravan forms, and the road heading south is your current direction. So I'm just going to move us back to the big map here again. It's more westerly, I suppose, than south. So the lands of Minhiriath are really just a spectacular natural wonder, mixed with a little bit of sort of decrepit reminders of the old days, ruins, roads, and so on that have somewhat fallen into disrepair, as well as the dirt trails and roads that have formed to allow commerce to flourish now that the kingdoms are reunited. And the intention of Hirluin, and I'll just grab my little marker here. The intention of Hirluin is to sort of follow this road here southwest down to this area called Dol Ninden. Yeah, it's kind of in the center there. Oh, I see. Yeah, there you go. That's better. All right. So he expects this journey down to Dol Ninden to take about another 4 days. But once you hit this town called Abthurish, hold on, I got to check the pronunciation on that one because I don't want to. It's Abthur is the pronunciation of this town. Once you hit the town of Abthur, that's when sort of the survey work begins. And he wants to kind of drive the caravan a little bit hard to get to that point. There will be some stops for the night, but he kind of wants to make as much daylight as possible. And so for the next 2 or 3 days, he kind of wants to move forward. Does anyone have any objections, he asks, if we kind of push the horses a little bit and push the envelope during daylight hours?
No objections from me.
All right.
Nothing.
Okay.
As long as my dog's happy, I'm happy.
All right. So the journey through Caranthel and the town of Argon and on to Abthur is about 3 days. And you start to move into what's called the Green Sea of northern Minhiriath, where it's a lot of rolling green hills that kind of look like waves and grass. It's not really the harsh landscape of the initial steps that you've kind of traveled through already. It's a little bit more flat and a little bit more open all the way down until there's this great, huge rock face that will be on the other side of Abthur, but you'll see that. The land seems to stretch forever, dotted with old roads and ruins. The paths wind up and down around small valleys and streams, and they are a spectacular sight as you travel. At night, you are sleeping under the stars until you get to the town of Gwehilmore. But
At least for me. There we go.
At least for me. Okay, yeah, I just heard a few on the stream. All right. That's okay. Looks like we're back. A little technical difficulty there, but we're back quickly. Thanks to the
No.
Don't stare at the code, folks. It's like mesmerizing. It will suck you in. So the evenings are spent in the open fields under the stars, and not the best sleep for everyone. Some folks seem to conk out and get a really great sleep. Other folks have a little bit of a fitful sleep. And so I'm going to need, for the second night out, I'm going to need everybody to give me an intellect roll. This is an intellect defense roll while you're sleeping. And the difficulty is going to be a difficulty 4, and you may not use effort. You may, however, use, if you have special abilities or special defenses within your intellect. Some people may be trained in intellect, defense, and so on, which you may use. But because you're sleeping, you can't really, unless you're planning to put a pillow over your head or something.
Hey, I actually succeeded at a roll for a change.
Hey, all right. Okay, so Kevrum and Vayman have the most marvelous night's sleep under the stars. You're just conked out, easily one of the best sleeps you've had. Harland Berry Shingle, however,
again?
4. Harlan Berry Shingle, however, has a very fitful sleep. And Rhuen also had a fantastic sleep as well. So, Harlan, you wake up in the morning on the second day of travel, and we're going to just move the token here. So you would have passed through Argond, and you are approaching Gwehilmore. You wake up the morning of the second night, and you had some very strange dreams. They were sounds and mist and fog everywhere. It was quite terrifying for you, actually, to the point where you're shook. So the next day when you awake, you are going to be hindered in any activities for the entire day. You are absolutely shook. You did not sleep well. It was a terrifying experience. Something else strange about this dream as you are traveling now with the rest of the caravan and chatting, you discover that you weren't the only one that had this dream. Some others in the caravan had what was alarmingly the same dream, participating or watching a battle from the midst of this battle. Shadowy figures all around in a fog.
How many?
So the caravan consists of 2 drivers, 2 guards, Hirluin and Sador. And how many is that? That's 6?
Yeah.
All right, let's just roll a d6. 3 of them had the same dream.
Wow.
So 4 of you had what appears to be the exact same dream overnight.
That doesn't sound good. Did we all eat something bad?
You manfolk in your dreams.
I had second midnight snack. Maybe that did it.
Some of that beef didn't sit with you?
No, I made a run for the borders of the berry egg.
An underdone potato, perhaps. All right.
I'm gonna
get dropped out again?
A little tighter.
I think we got dropped out again.
All right.
I still have audio on us, but the video's dropped out again.
All right.
Audio's fine. I'm hearing us.
All right. Well, let's Dr. Twitch, do you Okay, well it's your call, Doctor. Do you want us to pause?
Yeah,
All right.
Now it's
we'll
a
keep
podcast.
going.
It's just a podcast, folks.
Yeah, it's pure theater of the mind for the viewers now. Okay, Mr. Barry Shingle, do you want to explore this at all? Do you have any questions? You don't have to. If you want to keep it to yourself, do you want to share it with the group?
I'll definitely share it with the group. Did any of you have this dream? I found half the other people in the caravan had the same dream I did, and it was quite unnerving.
Slept through the night.
I dreamt of battles and figures in shade and just dark feelings. Can't shake it. I'm going to tighten up my cloak and cover my eyes a little with my hood.
Was there a cave involved?
Was there?
No cave.
No cave.
You were somehow
no
you were at the gates of a great city, but it was all very misty, very hard to see. You don't know any of the features of the city, and there's a lot of fog and the sounds of battle, and a lot of very dark, tall figures.
So it was not the recovery of Khazad Doom. So that's my dream.
Was your mother there? And if so, what was she wearing?
I didn't see her either. All I saw was shadowy figures and a battle. I could hear a battle and a city shrouded in fog.
I had the most pleasant dream about a bird hunting trip. Oh, where that came from.
I can imagine why you'd be wanting to hunt some birds.
All right, so that's the end of the discussion on the dream for now.
Yeah, I think for now.
Okay.
I might. Did Hirluin happen to be one of the 3 that had the dream?
I'm gonna say no. Hirluin did not. Sador and 2 of the guards.
Okay.
Sador and 2 of the 1 guard and one driver.
Okay.
Sador, 1 guard, and 1 driver. Just typing it out here for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so that is the second day. By the end of this day, you should reach the town of Abthur at some point during this day. I'm going to just get rid of this blue here for now, and I'll just add a, well, we could leave it, I guess. We'll leave it. That's your route. It's not visible on the stream anyway. Again, the summer continues. It's a beautiful summer. The weather is fantastic. Beautiful sunny days in the rolling hills of Dol Caladir, this region. And by around dinner time, as luck would have it, you pull up over a hill and manage to find the town of Abthur. Now, if I could find the town of Abthur, that would be great. There it is.
This town. Ah, I see a town. All right. This town is absolutely absurd.
Abthur.
I mean, absurd.
Abthur. Yes, it's Abthur.
Absurd.
For those of you that can't see the little top corner of the map, it is spelled Abdsurh. Absurd.
There, we'll just put it there. I just moved it up for the stream to see a little. All right. Okay, so the caravan enters the town. I've got to go pick up the caravan. Hirluin will pull the carts in, and the caravan drivers will set up the tents. What do you all want to do in Abthur for the night?
Similar in size to the previous town we were in?
Yeah, it looks about the same, similar size.
I'm gonna ask if they saw the giant wave of birds.
It looks a little bit bigger than Caranthel, but they're similar, very similar in size.
Okay.
Yeah, the townsfolk are going about their business. They've been working on their farms, and it's sort of the end of the day as the sun's starting to set. You can ask anyone, and oh yes, that was a very strange indeed omen, seeing those birds.
Yeah, we saw them a couple of days northeast of here.
Yes, they really set the town on edge.
Yeah, crazy.
What sort of omen do you think it is?
Well, I'm not one to put too much stock in that. It could be, some weather event, or really not sure. Maybe their insides are a little messed up from the seasons, perhaps. I really don't know. Some folk seem to think that there's some doom and gloom afoot, but the sun is the sun is high in the sky. It's a beautiful, beautiful season. What can we do?
Have any of your older people ever experienced it?
No,
once every 50-year bird flight.
No, not that anyone's recalled. It's quite a unique event. No one has really any recollection of a similar scenario. Have you all seen the courtly bear? Might I suggest the stew? The courtly bear, the stew. The stew at the courtly bear is absolutely to die for.
I could kill for some stew.
I've never seen a bear before.
Some stew and a nice fire.
Some stew and some ale. I'm in.
Oh, well, then right down there, the courtly bear.
I shall proceed to the courtly bear.
I will follow in your stead.
All right. I will move you all to the courtly bear for the evening festivities. And y'all can just drag yourselves in. I've left a few of the areas open so you can kind of get the lay of the land outside and whatnot. So there's a bit of a large crowd here, not not packed to the rafters by any stretch, but certainly there's enough patrons to make for a lively evening. There's a few groups. There's what appears to be some sort of soldiers seated at the large table where the fire and the stew pot are, and then there's some young fellows gathered in this larger room back into the back. But you all can just choose wherever you want to seat. You're greeted by this fellow here, Barlin the Taverner. Oh, hello, folks. Hello, come on in. The stew's boiling, and we got some great meat from the back there.
Fresh meat, ripe from the bone.
Hey, Sarah, what's the meat tonight? Oh, it's the chickens. All right, we got chicken stew. Come on, you fellas. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Well, most recently from Tharbad.
I see. Well, so something else you notice, Har, is there is another hobbit here.
Oh.
Down over in the corner, sitting with another chap at a table. And again, there are some soldiers of some sort gathered at the big table in the middle. And you are welcome to sit anywhere you like, folks.
All right. Well, I'm going to take myself sort of over towards the hobbit. And as I pass the soldiers, I'll try and hear if any of them are talking about frightening dreams.
Frightening dreams.
Yeah.
I want to ask, and this isn't necessarily storyline related. I mouse over some of these tokens and I see a name pop up on them. I mouse over some of the others and I don't. What is the difference between like Merrick and the guy beneath him? Because if I mouse over Merrick, I see his name. Yeah. If I mouse over the guy beneath him, I don't.
You broke the game, Chance. The ones
It's a thing that I've noticed before because my players on Tuesday are like, I want to be able to mouse over things and see what they are.
Right. So the ones that you don't see a name on are the ones that I didn't assign a name to. And the ones that do just have a name. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are more important.
All right.
It just means that I've attached a name. So I'm assuming you can.
I have different than that because they say they can't see names when they mouse over the tokens that I put down.
I can show you. I'll show you how that works.
Yeah, we'll do that some other time. I was just curious on that.
Yeah. So you can see the mouse over of the soldiers, presumably, as well.
I can. I mean, I don't know what they are, but I can mouse over.
Yeah. All right. So we'll start with Har, who has approached this rather stout hobbit.
Good evening.
Oh, hey. He tips his mug up to you. Hi, greetings. Where are you from?
Well, of late from Tharbad. I came down all the way from the West March.
Ah, I see.
What part of the Shire do you hail from?
Well, I'm down from Bree, actually. Not so much in the Shire nowadays, but I'm just down from Bree.
Oh, they still got good ale at the Prancing Pony?
Oh, yes, that's the best. The bestest.
It is. It's really good. So what brings you this far?
Oh, we're just out about wandering. This is me pal, Jared. I better name Jared so that I don't forget.
Greetings, Jared.
Hey, young fella.
Yeah, I just kind of came down this way looking for fun things to do, and I hooked up with my band of friends over there, and we've kind of just made ourselves at home in Tharbad for a bit. But now we're heading this direction.
If he like points over and is like, "Hey, my band of friends over there," and I'll just kind of turn around and be like, "Yeah."
Well, Har, you tell us whether you do that or not. So
yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Go ahead, Chance. All right, there you go. All right, Barlin, the taverner is sort of coming up to Vayman and Kevrum, He's got his arms on both of you. Hello, gentlemen. Can I get you some stew?
Chicken
It would be
stew,
lovely.
cold ale.
All right. Well, Sarah over there will get the ale, and I'll get the stew. All right. And Rhuen, where are you? I don't see. Oh, you're hanging out. You're standing in the middle.
I think
Oh,
he
you-
fell
The
over
flat
already.
dog.
You're in the chair next to the soldiers.
Yes, I'm petting the flat dog.
The flat dog. Okay, so Rhuen, I need you to give me a formidable. No, we're gonna go heroic. Actually, a heroic perception roll. If you have investigation or some similar ability. So this is going to be a difficulty 8 perception roll. And in fact, I probably shouldn't have told you
to do that.
the difficulty. Voices have many things to tell you, and some of them are beneficial. Once after each 10 hour, you can use the player intrusion without spending an XP.
Yeah, I did not mean to click that.
That's okay. It's, do you want to use that? Well, so technically a player intrusion is you, it's not you finding out something that would be for a roll. It's you injecting something into the game saying, you know, this happened or that happened, or I have this ability, or this person shows up.
Yes, I do not think I have anything particularly.
All right. So I shouldn't have told you the difficulty in this case. I should have just let you roll it, and that's my bad for. Are you rolling?
Yes, that would be an intellect.
Yeah, unless you have an ability, which I'm just looking through here. Listening and hearing might. I'll let you use listening and hearing.
Okay, I am.
That you're trained in that, so that'll give you a little bit of a boot. But you're really. I don't even know if it's possible for you to make this one.
Shot.
Might be. All right, so Vayman and Kevrum, the taverner, comes back with your stew, and Sarah, which appears to be maybe his daughter. Yeah, so thanks, Rhuen. That's a no. So, are you going to speak to these chaps, or are you just sitting and looking at them? That's for you, Jim.
Yeah. Hello, gents.
All right, sorry. I just was checking. I'll come back to you in 5 seconds.
All
right. So your stew arrives and your beer arrives, Vayman and Chance, and Barlin heads off to take care of the rest of the tavern.
Kev is mostly just looking and listening and fidgeting. The things here seem to be in pretty well order. Unlike the last town that had a lot of broken things, this town doesn't have this town is a little bit in better repair and order.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have.
This town is very, very well kept, it seems. If you want to give me, if you are looking and listening, you want to give me an insight or an intellect, perception or investigation of any kind, you can. I'm not going to tell you the difficulty this time. That was my mistake. All right.
Was a big old whopping 3.
Yeah.
So you knew.
All right. Vayman, anything particular you're doing? Just
as I'm eating the stew, regardless of its quality, I'm complimenting the chef, and
the quality is excellent. The quality is excellent. This is a very, very good stew.
Well, I make it a point to tell the barkeep and his daughter just how fantastic they are, and try to get on their good graces, which is in my nature.
All right, wonderful. All right, Rhuen, over to you. Sorry for that.
No worries.
So these appear to be 4 youngish soldiers. They're in scout type gear. They're not, heavy armor. They look like they're sort of kitted out to move quick, move fast. Maybe they're scouts of some kind. They are all enjoying their stew. And their what, sorry?
Eagle Scouts. One of them
Eagle
has
Scouts,
a
yeah.
not towing badge on there.
Yeah. So they'll turn to you. Oh, hello, chap.
How's it going, gentlemen?
Ah, marvelous, marvelous. One of them stands up and does a little bit of a bow. We are the Silver Spears at your service. And he does this sort of overly drunk flourish as he sits back down and almost sort of falls off the end of the bench.
Oh, that
Do
you
I hear
better
that?
sit yourself back down.
Do you hear it?
Do I hear him introduce himself as one of the Silver Spears?
Yes, you do. You're paying attention and listening as you.
Okay,
It's
Kev
not
is
super
now-
loud in here. Yeah.
Kev is now actively paying attention.
Okay. They have been drinking quite heavily, apparently.
I have heard of the Silver Spears. I think you fellas have your work cut out for you, don't you?
Well, it's they kind of look at each other. One of them kind of just smirks a little and burps, and they kind of exchange some glances. And well, it's yes, I would say it's hard work. It's hardy work, maybe is the better way to describe it. Our force is camped. Well, probably shouldn't be saying this, but we're camped. And he just, I'm joking. We're not at war. We're camped. The main camp is a day or two straight west, and then we're moving south from there. We're just out scouting the area. And of course, the courtly bear, one can't pass that up.
Oh, this stew smells delicious. What's your scout out anything cool?
Well, truth be told, we've been at it for a few years now, and this is our 4th or 5th time around, but we're seeing mostly the same things. The lands are mostly safe now. We've run into a few troublesome groups, if I could say so, but
Did you see
mostly
those birds?
Yeah, it had a very weird thing with some, I don't know, big bugs or bats or something. Flew
the birds.
tons
Yes,
of them.
yes. Everyone seems to be talking about the birds.
Yes. Did you?
We
folks see that?
did not see the birds. No, we were too far west, I guess, to see the birds.
Oh, because that was really crazy. That was something. Shame a scout missed that, because
Yes,
that would have.
I hear that. Yes, I hear the villagers talking about them a lot. In fact, I'm a little bit tired of hearing about them, but nonetheless, their inhibitions are so low. They're basically just telling you everything at this point. They're all kind of drunk.
So, what's your favorite part of being a Silver Spear?
Well, the money, and they all kind
The
of
money,
raise.
of course.
They all raise
after the money.
They all raise their mugs, and we get paid very well. Yes.
Aside from the money.
Whose employer are you under that pays you so well? I might have to look him up.
Well, we are in the employ of the king ultimately, but we are currently under the direction of March Warden Orvandil. They kind of, again, smirk a little bit. One of them kind of laughs and spits a little bit of beer out, but
Yeah, he's kind of a goofy bastard, isn't he?
no. He's all right. His heart's in the right place.
For sure.
These men they're Gondorian. They're Gondorian mercenaries, so you can tell they're from Gondor. Just their speech, and they're slightly more majestic appearance, I guess, maybe is the best way to put it.
I'm going to kind of talk softly to Merrick and just go, what do you think of these fellas, the Silver Spears? Have you been around town long enough to see how they're doing?
No, we haven't really seen them much. This is the first time we've seen them. I hear they're the keepers of the peace and maintaining the king's law, but nothing bad that I've heard.
Okay. I just didn't, they sound awfully confident.
Well, I think they, I don't know, actually. I don't know much about them.
Okay.
Do you know something about them?
No, not really. I just was trying to find out if they've been in the area long and what they've been up to. I mean, we have to trust them to keep the peace, right? So I just want to make sure they're trustworthy.
Well, these lands are slowly blossoming, and we've had many dark times in the past, as you know. So it's good that there's some authority in the land.
Definitely.
All right, Vayman, I see you've crept up now to the spears.
He's got a round of ales that he's passing
Okay.
out to the Silver Spears. Does it seem that this guy is with them, or is that the guy that was with us?
No, he's not. He's not with you, and he doesn't. He's kind of just hanging out and chatting. This chap, he looks Rohirrim, actually. If you take a hard look at this guy, and you should be able to zoom in and get a little bit of a view on him.
Mm-hmm.
He looks Rohirrim.
So Vayman picked up on when they mentioned who the Silver Spears work for and their reaction. So he is going to ply them with drink and see if they can be a little bit more forthcoming about what they think of Lord Orvandil.
Okay. All right. Well, oh, there we go. Fellow countrymen, and he brings gifts. Wonderful, wonderful. Come on, come sit down. Come sit down.
Certainly.
All right. So, do you want to? We can talk it out. If you want to try to manipulate them somehow, if you want to use an ability, how do you want to do this?
Well, I will, as I said, ply them with drinks, and then I would probably use a combination of skills. I'm skilled in lies, detecting lies, persuasion, intimidation, basically all the social skills.
Yeah.
So, I was just in conversation, just prod them towards what it is that they found humorous when they mentioned that they work for.
So conversational manipulation, essentially.
Exactly.
Not deception, but just trying to lead the conversation.
Socially engineering the situation to.
Yeah. All right. Well, why don't you just you pick any one of the ones you're trained in? We'll just treat it as because you've got such a broad range of skills, and just give me. We'll go do a 0 difficulty roll and see how well you do. You can use effort if you choose. Persuasion. What happened to my map here? Difficulty 3. Okay. After another round or two of drinks, you don't really get a lot out of them. They don't have anything really bad to say about Orvandil other than he's been in Gondor while they've been here in Eriador or in Arnor. So Orvandil just arrived in Tharbad. I can't remember exactly what we defined, but within the last month or two, he had just arrived here. So he's been running the operations to secure Eriador and Minhiriath in particular from Gondor, and that's their biggest complaint, is that he's sort of in this absent.
What this place really needs is better infrastructure, roads, reliable, dependable roads, paths, maybe even underground to protect them. That's what needs to be done around here. People should be building better roads.
Well, Master Dwarf, I think that will fall to you, will it not?
Maybe, just maybe. I do ply my trades, although I'm a combat engineer by trade. You need a siege engine built, I'm your guy. You need a road built? I can do that too.
Which roads have you built?
I worked on the roads between I just blanked on Osgiliath's other name. Was that minus Ithil?
Yes.
I worked on the roads between Minas Ithil and the Glittering Caverns. I have worked on most of the roads in and around Tharbad. Primarily, though, I helped repair the very silver gates of Minas Tirith and the walls of Tharbad for the last however many decades.
All right. So at the mention of Minas Tirith, the mugs all go up. It's a big cheer. Everybody, it's almost like a drinking game. Anytime Minas Tirith is mentioned, everybody takes a swig. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I can't wait to get
on the road again.
All right, so
it's running down.
All right, so Cam, would you like to recite a poem, perhaps? Do you have one ready? Maybe this is an opportunity in the tavern.
Actually, I was going to have my friend Merrick join me in a Shire song.
All right. Who would like to play the role of Merrick for this Shire song?
Sure.
All right. I will post the lyrics in the chat. We actually don't have to do the whole thing. It's pretty long. We can just do the beginning.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to sync up.
Second verse, same as the first.
All right. Here we go. And for those of
One hop this time.
For those of you that have watched the Ralph Bakshi movie, don't know this song. A Shire song then. There is an inn, a merry old inn, on a great big hill, and there they brew the beer so brown that the man in the moon himself came down one night to drink his fill. The Oster cat was a tipsy cat that plays a 5-string fiddle, and up and down he runs his bow, now squeaking high, now purring low, now sawing in the middle. That's enough now, lads.
All right, so the Spheres absolutely love it. They start banging on the stone hearth in front of them, and they want you to get up and like dance around the hearth and do another one. So they're just absolutely loving this.
Well, a bree man dressed in kilt left a bar one evening fair, and one could tell by how he walked that he drunk more than his share.
All right, is there another stanza then, Har? And you can get up on the hearth here. Are you gonna do what they're asking you?
Yeah, I can do what they're asking. Let me bring the lyrics back up. There are many more stanzas. Yeah,
just one more.
Let's see. The landlord keeps a little dog that's mighty fond of jokes. When there's good cheer among the guests, he cocks his ear at all the jests and laughs until he chokes. They also keep a horned cow as proud as any queen, but music turns her head like ale and makes her wave her tufted tail and dance upon the green.
Hey, all right. So these guys are just loving it. They all get up and they pick you up and they got you on their shoulders. and they're just starting to carry you around the tavern like you're the sort of king of Abthur. They march around a little bit. They're a little bit tipsy, but it's a bit of a riot. So this will continue on.
I needed this, lads, after my scary dreams. I'm
Oh.
trying to fish. I'm trying to fish and see if anybody not from the caravan also had the dreams. So
Yes. So they the spears are a little bit drunk to kind of respond and a little bit boisterous. But this chap sitting next to them, the Rohirrim, kind of picks up on it, and then when he sees Kevrum over here, he picks up on what you said and sort of mentions to Kevrum, "Yes, I've heard about did you have the dream?" Meanwhile, these guys are continuing their little parade around the bar. Chance, you're muted if you're talking about the
I'll
dream.
point at the driver and the people in my group that did. Nah, I didn't have it, but they did. There's about 4 or 5 of us that did.
Yes.
Quite
Strange.
disturbing, I take it. All the
Yes,
darkness,
yes.
none of the Khazads.
Dark tidings, indeed. Darker tidings.
Oh,
perhaps. All right, the
Where were you
parade.
at, good sir, that you had the dream?
Oh, I've been here in town for a few days.
So we were more than a day apart then, and still had that.
Yes. Interesting.
Tidings
Yes.
indeed.
I did hear that a few of the townsfolk had the same dream. Very, very strange. Okay, the parade continues around the tavern. This continues on into the night. A few more stanzas from the poem. Is there anything else anyone would like to do while you're here at the tavern?
I would
Vayman.
like to ask permission. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Nope. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Jim.
I want to, because I have magical dream powers,
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if I can pull their images, like that scene, from their dreams and see if
Mhm.
anybody who did not have the dream recognizes anything or triggers any memories that they might have, having not had the dream, not even know to put those two things together.
All right. And you're going to do this in the tavern?
I would like to ask, because it seems like it's almost an invasive sort of procedure.
Well, I
It's
mean,
maybe
Har,
easier with enough smokeweed.
yeah,
Yes,
Har
exactly.
is part of your group, so you can ask him directly.
Yeah, Har, how would you feel if I ransacked your memories of this dream and was able to recreate it for everyone to see? See if
Ransack my
more eyes on
memories.
it might.
Or how'd you go
Oh.
about doing that?
It's best not to ask these things.
Smokeweed.
Well, I do have
Doesn't
some
hurt.
long-bottomed leaf, if that helps.
All right.
So,
And I want to gesture to the. I don't. Did you give this guy a name? No. So the
which one?
Rohirrim.
Ah,
And
I didn't. I will.
say, would you like
Eos
in on this, perhaps?
Would he like in on it as in to
As
have
far
his
as-
dream tapped or to
Yes, and to be involved in this whole thing.
what kind
You're
of
just
magic?
assuming that you're seeing.
What kind of dark magic are you speaking of?
Oh, it's not that dark. It's pretty great, actually.
Pretty great. It's actually light magic.
It's light magic. You can. I just have always been able to sort of do it. I can just share dreams with people who'd never had them?
Well, I suppose it was a bit unnerving, but I guess it's should be mostly harmless.
Yes, that's my intention. Mostly
Okay.
harmless.
All right.
You're buying me 2 pints after this.
All right.
Oh,
so
you got it.
So give me a difficulty 2 intellect roll.
I will say, as he's doing this, I know he's in my party and I trust him. We've gone together, but I'm still paying very close attention, watching this very closely.
And you
Oh,
can
that
use
is totally
you can
fair.
use effort if you want to. It will not cost you anything because of your edge,
Yes. So I will.
unless you use effort. It will cost you. First level of effort is 3. Second level of effort is 2. So that's 5 minus your. Let me check something. I don't know if you're going to do 2 levels. No, you can only do 1 level.
I
of
can
effort.
only do
Sorry.
one level of effort.
Yeah. So it will only cost you 1. It will cost you nothing.
I am gonna do that.
No, I'm sorry. It will
cost
cost
me
you
1, right?
It will cost you. No, you take the 1 point plus the level of effort. That's 4. So it will cost you 2.
Okay. So I will do that. And it was my.
You roll
Rob,
in.
as he's doing that,
You roll intellect.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
as he's doing that, Vayman's going to make his way into the back room if he's able to, and just chat up the fellows we haven't talked to yet. See if
Okay.
they have anything interesting.
Sure.
And he'll bring around a beer.
Okay. All right. So let me see here. How are we going to do this? Where are you? Show me where in the tavern you're making this dream appear.
Let's say right on top of this
A
This
hearth? Oh,
hearth
spooky.
right here. Yeah.
Spooky. The fire and the smoke. All right. So the tavern isn't exactly brightly lit, but there's enough light, but it is somewhat, the corners of the room are dark. It's almost like the shadows sort of lengthen a little bit in the tavern, and the torches and the lanterns go dim just enough to make it feel a little more eerie. And suddenly within the hearth, there's 7 or 8 life-size shadowy figures moving and dancing as if in battle. You can't quite make out the features of them. It's just this very dark shadow individually, and there's fog and the mist and the darkness of the tavern. So everyone gets the sense of a great battle, and in the background are city walls of some kind, very difficult to make out the details. Kevrum, if you would like to try to determine these, you can.
He's going to be paying attention, particularly to any sort of battlements, mappings, roads, horizons.
Sure. So it seems like it's almost like you're in the middle of this battle, and these I'm going to call them creatures. They're not really creatures. These shadows moving, and they're clearly wielding some weapons, but the weapons are hard to make out the details. It's as if you're all in this dream. Har, you need to give me a intellect defense roll again for the trauma that is reappearing. So this is going to now be a difficulty 5 intellect
Can I
defense.
assist him at all in that? It'll be okay, you know, like holding him or putting my hand on him. Like he seems to be nightmaring a little bit, and
I'm gonna say not if you want to study the dream. If you want to study the detail, then you need to focus on the detail. Otherwise, you're gonna miss because he's. Well, we'll say that the parade is over while this is happening.
Can I put?
Right, I'll study the details.
What's that, Cam?
Can I put effort into the roll this time?
You can, because you are awake and aware of what's going on.
All right, so I'm going to put 1 effort into that as well.
All right.
Ooh.
So
Sorry.
I'm going to offer a GM intrusion, actually. And the GM intrusion will allow you to have an XP, and you can give someone else one as well if you accept it. If you don't want to accept it, you can pay me an XP, and it will go away. So it's your call.
I think I'll take the XP and I'll give one to Kevrum for staying focused on what he's trying to focus on, even though he sees I'm under duress.
All right. So not only do you fail this, but it goes very badly for you. And you essentially become somewhat catatonic from this revived vision and dream that you had. So you essentially collapse on the floor in a bit of a fit, sort of holding your head and make it go away, make it stop. No. This is absolutely horrible. So I
regret my decision.
It's all kind of happening at the same time. So it's all very, very chaotic. I'm gonna roll just to see if anyone else in the bar has a similar. I'm gonna do a D4, and a 1 is a 0, and then obviously the 2, 3, 4 are going to be. I'm not sure how to do that. No, we'll make the 4 a 0, and it's 1, 2, 3. That's what we'll do. Okay, so 2 other people in the bar, one of them being Sarah, the bartender's daughter, also seems to collapse. And and sorry, we're going to go with Grenfall, the Rohirrim, also collapses due to this situation. Are there any questions about the dream before it goes away?
Does it sound like a can you hear anybody yelling, any talking or anything like that?
It's all very muted. It's very subtle. It's more the sounds of battle, clashing of swords.
So you can't even tell like if they're speaking a language or anything.
No, there's not really any. It's all very muddled and mottled. It's very, very confusing and dark. All right, Kevrum, are you going to attempt to identify any of the details?
Yeah, that's exactly what Kevrum is trying to do, is identify the details, the buildings, the paths, the roads, the horizons,
Okay, so you're going to use your stonework ability. What are you going to use?
Yeah, it would probably end up being stonework for any, because you said it's a city, it's going to have stonework, it's going to have walls. I think that would track.
Okay. All right.
Bless you.
So
Sorry about that.
we're gonna go with. It's gonna be. Why don't you just roll it, and we'll determine. There may be some partial success depending on what you roll.
Okay,
And
well, I'm going to put
You can use
some
effort.
and I'm going to put one effort into this,
Okay.
which is going to cost me 3 intellect. Roll 7, effort of 1, so yeah.
Beats difficulty 2. That seems.
That's
Well, you'd add 6 to that, so it's a 13. So it's beat difficulty 4 because he's trained and he put effort in it.
Well, but it should have. I don't understand why it didn't.
Did the same thing in mine a while ago.
So it should have beaten a difficulty 4 because I'm trained and effort.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Down by 1.
Yeah. Okay.
So it would have beat a difficulty 4.
So you learned 2 things. It's very old and it's elven.
Old and elven. Okay. And as soon as that's done, I am crouching down to hold and provide comfort to Har.
Okay. And it's at that moment the dream dissipates and the room lights come back up on cue, providing a little more comfort to everyone. As the dream dissipates, Barlin is a little upset. What the hell is going on here? I've never seen such a thing in this town. Who's responsible for this? And then he kind of just ignores that and starts running back to take care of his daughter. He hops the bar, but
crazy. Never saw anything like that. Weird. Spooky.
So he
was elven and very old.
He's a bit of a large chap, and he kind of just throws himself over the bar to kind of help his daughter. And it's probably best if the evening is wrapped up at this point, unless there's something else you all want to do.
Did the guys in the back room have anything interesting?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yes, so these guys are all local. They're from town. Various trades. A cooper and maybe a leathersmith and his apprentice. So one of them is a father-son, and the other ones are like a stable worker and a cooper. They're local. They saw the birds because they were here in town. Any other particular questions you want to ask them?
Are any of them freaking out?
They did not. They're kind of in a closed room, so they didn't really see the dream. Vayman, anything else you want to ask these guys?
Not particularly. I mean, he would similar tactics to what he used on the silver spears. Just see if there's anything interesting, any opportunities to make a little money. Anything shady that he might be interested in. But if they don't have anything, they don't have anything. So.
Do you want to encourage them, or are you just going to have regular conversation? Like, do you want to do a roll? Essentially, is what I'm asking.
I can do a roll just in case it would get me something good. We'll just do persuasion.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, so you weren't really going to get much out of them anyway. They're locals. They're here after a hard day's work. They saw the Oh, I didn't see that. Did we see something? We got a little. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Oh, I see. I see. Sorry, folks, for those viewing. Um, we've got the deft hands of Dr. Twitch in the back, attempting to add some multimedia to the game. We're gonna have a multimedia game, as they said back in, I don't even know what, the 90s, I guess. So, but we'll see those when they show up. Okay, these guys, end of a hard day, they're here having a beer and some stew. They don't really have much to offer. Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. Anything else in the tavern before you guys call it a night?
Yeah,
How
are these
can it-
silver spears mad?
Are they mad?
Yeah, are they like
No, they're kind of a little too drunk to be upset. They're kind of.
oh, I've never been that drunk.
Well, I think that's pretty much my MO, but
How upset am I? Am I going to be able to sleep tonight?
you kind of come out of the comatose state as the dream ends, but you are. You know what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to say you are. Kevrum someone's going to need to carry you back to.
Oh, Kevrum's going to carry him,
So,
and then
yeah,
we're gonna sit on the back of one of the wagon carts for a while and just like sit under the stars, have a smoke, pass a drink.
Yeah, you'll come out of it. You're still that hindered state is still going to apply for the next day again, but
Okay.
you're slightly off. You just don't feel
Right.
You don't feel yourself. Got this lingering visions keep coming. You look in a shadow here and there, and it's like, oh, the things are back.
Yeah.
Anything else, folks, in the tavern? Jim, you were asking if they were mad. Are you trying to get something out of them?
Well, they were just kind of freaking out at the devilry, and I just want to make sure that they're not gonna like come after us or me specifically.
No, it's kind of, maybe it's like, again, some underdone potato or, whatever. It's more just maybe everybody had it. Oh, no one's going to remember it the next day because they've been drinking. The silver spears probably won't remember it, but Merrick and the other fellow, Jared, probably will. Certainly Barlin will, the taverner.
And this Rohirrim guy, Grenfell, is that what that says?
Yeah, he pulls himself
had the
up.
Dream.
Yeah, he pulls himself up when things settle, and just kind of slumps over a little bit on the bench. The spear next to him kind of props him up a little bit and just kind of helps him out, passes him another beer.
All right. Rhuen's just
no one's coming after you. No, it's
sheepishly.
What's that?
He's just gonna look sheepishly, like just try to sink into the chair, be as small as possible.
Who did that? All right. Anything else in the tavern for the night?
Vayman will talk to the barkeep and make sure his daughter is fine, and some of it's feigned, but he's checking to make sure, and then he's going to see if he can get a room.
Okay. There are rooms available. Yes. Barlin says, "I'll get back to you." He's going to escort his daughter upstairs to their residence and get her taken care of, and then he'll come back and take care of you.
All right.
Does anyone else want to stay in the tavern or in the rooms, or you're just going to go back to the camp and sit on the wagon, as you said?
Yeah, I'll go back and sit on the wagon, have some old Toby.
Okay, Rhuen?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to camp.
Okay. All right, so Vayman, you'll be able to get a room, no issue. That'll be 2 silver for the night. And is there anything else in the tavern?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, so back to the camp. The night passes mostly uneventful. Where is the town map here? Where is the map? Where is my map? There it is. Sorry about that. And again, lovely summer day arises. Har, you feel like you had a little bit too much to drink and smoke the day before. Maybe you want to kind of take it easy in the wagon. But what Hirluin says as the sun comes up, this is where the fun starts. And he kind of rubs his hands together a little bit. Okay, gather round, folks.
Have you
gather
tried
round.
spinning? I hear that's a neat trick.
You've tried what?
No, sorry, the Star Wars Episode 1, the kid is like, "This is where the fun begins," and then like a couple minutes later in the starfight, "I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick," and it turned into a meme.
Okay, so Hirluin pulls you guys all together, including the drivers, and says, "Okay." He's got a big leather book. This is where the survey starts, from here west down to Dol Ninden. And we need to check the quality of the roads from here on out. North of here has been mapped and surveyed for the most part. Now I need to get some good documentation about the region. We need to check any large ruins. Are they salvageable? Master Dwarf, it's super fortunate that we've got you here. We need to be looking for quarry sites. We need to be looking for salvageability of ruins. Is the stone usable? Can we rebuild with some of these things? As we go, we'll need scouts heading out to check ahead of us, looking for, again, locations that may need inspection. So he gives you some instructions on sort of how he would like it to work. He basically wants Rhuen and Vayman to kind of ride out to the sides and then check for, side roads and trails and old towns, and then kind of sort of zigzag back in and out, meeting up with the caravans. And then if there are particular sites of interest, old keeps, ruins, and so on, he wants to have sort of an inspection team go and check them just to make sure that they are either salvageable, some of the stones, see if there's anything of interest there that might be relevant to the the infrastructure rebuilding. He also, oh shoot, I was going to say. Do you have any, sorry, he basically asked, do you folks have any input or suggestions on how we might, make this as efficient as possible? We need to keep moving as well.
Dwarf's going to start jotting and noting.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty solid plan.
Okay, so we are on day 4, I believe. Just trying to think. I think this is the morning of day 4, if I'm not mistaken. So
Sounds right to me.
We'll say it is. So, I guess the way we'll do this is you guys will decide kind of what level of item or location warrants sort of further investigation and how you want to conduct those investigations. Because there are a fair number of locations and ruins and fallen buildings and roads. I don't want to turn this into, 50 rolls just to conduct a survey, but Dr. Twitch comes running when we mention lots of extra rolls. So, that was funny. Okay, let's roll right now.
We could roll a d20 to see how many rolls we have to do for each building.
No, I don't think we'll do that. So what I think we'll do is let's just say there are two major points of interest per day, and it will be about, I think it's 3 more days to get to Dol Ninden. So let me just consult the Book of Armaments here. 1 second. I gotta just check. So yeah, so we'll say there's 2 points of interest per day. This will be a little bit like a hex crawl, I guess. So maybe what we'll do is, why don't we do this? So presumably, Har, you're going to stay in the wagon. Kevrum, if there is something for Kevrum to go and inspect, most likely you would take a wagon to get to that location rather than just sort of walking off on your own. So why don't we do this? Why don't we do 1 roll for each of the scouts, which are Vayman and Rhuen, and then we'll have a single investigation roll from Kevrum for day 1, just to sort of determine whether the ruin is, and I'm sorry, Rhuen, maybe I should have thought about the name Rhuen a little bit more before we.
Where is?
Yeah.
Who keeps talking?
Old buildings.
Oh.
old structures. So let's start with the scouts, and if the scouts find something of interest, then we'll worry about how we're going to inspect it. I also don't want to. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because it's not super important. So, Vayman, so you head out on your sort of first, angular scout out, and there really isn't much to see. It's just more rolling hills and so on. Rhuen, we got a roll here, Dr. Twitch. So Rhuen, give me a perception or investigation, or it's just straight up intellect. And I'm going to give you I was going to say I'll give you a free asset, but I don't think we'll worry about that. So there is an old building on day 1 that you encounter. We're going to say it's this one, Delbarad. So you end up here at Delbarad. I'm going to get rid of this blue line. So you all end up here at Delbarad, and it's just off the road enough that it was kind of hard to find. Rhuen was able to isolate it. It's some sort of an old fallen fortress that is long gone. So Kevrum, why don't you let us know whether let Hirluin know if this is salvageable material.
Stonework?
Yeah. All right, why don't you give Hirluin your assessment of this building? Whatever you think it is.
The bones are built solid, but it's seen more dust and decay than even my old bones can tell.
So the stone won't be of much use to us?
The stone is fine. The building is not.
Oh well, I think we can see that. Can we rebuild? So the structure itself, you're saying, is of no use.
Sure.
It's a greenfield exercise. That's what we're saying.
Sure, but it's a good location. And obviously they brought enough stone here before, so it'd be pretty easy to find enough stone to start.
All right. Sounds great. All right. So moving on, again, sleeping under the stars. This is the night of day 4. And the camp finds a great spot to start or stay for the night, relatively quiet. I'm going to move, you guys move the little icon here. Wake up the next morning, head out, sort of more of the same. Another scouting exercise. We'll try to move through this one quickly. Maybe there won't be anything, and this will go a little faster. All right, Vayman, that's fine. You kind of get ahead to during this day. You see this. You head out and see this other road, and maybe you just kind of describe it for Kevrum, and comes back, and he passes along his assessment. So Rhuen, we need a little quick scouting roll from you. Nothing as far as you can see. About midday, you do head into this large steppe area, and it's just this massive, gigantic cliff, almost if the land had shifted. And several hundred feet of stone face is exposed along this line of land here, and you kind of pass through it and beside it as you head down here and spend another night under the stars. Listen, if there's anything you guys want to do or explore or look at particularly, please just let me know.
I'm gonna keep my eyes open for birds. It looked like so many flew south. I'm wondering if there's any left in the region. So that both days I'm just kind of looking around for wildlife, but specifically birds.
It's a very good observation because there don't seem to be a lot of birds. It seems very quiet, almost a little unnaturally quiet now that you kind of look at it. It is somewhat open plains except for this large cliff ahead of you, but when you stop to think of it, there should maybe be a few more birds, but there aren't.
Okay. I'll let the rest of the party know that. I'll say, have you seen any birds? I've been looking ever since that cloud of them flew over. It just seems like there's nothing. It's quiet.
So why don't you give yourself an XP for that one, Cam? So that's a good observation and a good callback, if you will.
All right.
So sleeping again under the stars, another quiet night. However, everyone needs to make another intellect defense roll.
Oh, God.
So Cam, I should start keeping track. You know what? We're just keep it easy. It's going to be difficulty 5 for everyone this time. No effort.
Oops.
So 13, 5. So that's are you trained? That's a fail.
I am trained in intellect defense.
Okay, so that's a success then. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So what did we get here? Cam failed again?
Again.
Oh boy. Okay. Kevrum. All right. Kevrum succeeded. And Rhuen got a 20, a nat 20. So we'll come back to that in a minute. It's a slightly different dream this time. It seems like it might be in the same battle, but it's almost like it's after the battle. And the ground is just strewn with bodies. It's very quiet and eerie, but that fog is still ever present. So whatever had happened in the prior dream is now finished, and the aftermath, the quiet after the storm, now pervades. Kevrum, you passed. Cam, you are going to be hindered again, unfortunately. This just, you can't shake this. Your hobbit, the swarthiness, or not the swarthiness, sorry, the stalwartness of the hobbits just doesn't seem to translate to dreams. Rhuen, I'm going to, you got a major effect. I have an idea. If you can think of something, you tell me, but I think I have an idea of what it could be, especially relating to you. So you tell me.
Yeah,
or I
go
will.
for it.
All right.
Yeah,
So you had the dream as well, but it did not shake you in the slightest. And you actually did a little bit of dream walking, if you will, in this dream. So it did affect you, but you you kind of were able to walk through this battlefield and kind of get a really, really good sense of what happened. After the next morning, I can tell just you, or I can share with everybody if you're going to pass along. You tell me how you would you share it with everyone?
I would share it, yes.
Okay.
Especially if Har had the dream.
Yeah, so Har had a very bad time. And let's do another, we'll just do another D4 quickly. 4 is 0, 1, and then 1, 2, 3. So
I'm beginning to think this whole area down here is cursed.
So only one of the caravan drivers had the dream. Everyone else was somehow able to get a good night's sleep. Rhuen, you see very clearly the aftermath of a battle where elves were decimated. Very old battle, still lots of fog, but the elven armies were defeated in this battle. And you can see that these are many, many dead elves on the ground.
Oof. That's a very sad sight. All these tall, skinny twinks.
If you tell everybody that Vayman, thinking that Kevrum probably has the longest memory of different stories, going to ask Kevrum, as well as the guy in charge of the expedition here, Hirluin, if there's any locations in the area that are elvish that maybe we should be investigating, given that this dream thing is reoccurring.
So Hirluin would pull out his book and scratch his head a little bit, but the reality is ancient elven settlements were all over this region, ultimately. They spent many, many thousands and thousands of years, so there were many, many elvish settlements here in the First and Second Age.
Okay.
So it would be extremely difficult to pinpoint a single one. We might run into one here, Hirluin says. Maybe during the survey we'll find one, but to say this one or that one is almost impossible. Kevrum, do you want to try to do something else with that, or?
That's not probably a whole lot of that history piece that Kev would know about this.
Yeah.
This is he hasn't been down in this area, so he knows like the big picture histories, but he doesn't know Minhiriath.
Yep, that's fair. So yes, lots of elven settlements would have been here, but it will be very difficult to pinpoint one. Rhuen, I'm going to let you ask one more question if you want, or you can think of. You don't have to, but if you can think of something or you want to ask, then go ahead.
Did I see anything in my dream? Any sort of clue as to who the elves were fighting?
The elves were fighting. I'm going to say no. It just wasn't clear. It's more about a message type thing. It's not necessarily that. Sorry, I'm not overstating what the purpose of the dream is. I'm just saying that it's not, that level of detail isn't in the dream.
Okay.
It'd be more like a memory. You experienced a memory. That's the one thing. That's the one extra thing I'll give you. It's just a memory. Okay. This is now the morning of day 5. As you are making your way down to Dol Ninden. Is there anything else you want to do today as you head down to Dol Ninden? You should get to Dol Ninden, the area, late in the afternoon of day 5. All right, so let's do one more scout from each of you on your way. So that's nothing of interest, Vayman. All right. Interesting. Well, all right. So, Rhuen, as luck would have it, because it literally is luck. I'm not sure how to deal with this. I don't want to. I'm reluctant because I don't want to. Anyway, that's fine. So Rhuen, you head out on your search scouting vector, and you come up over a hill, and you see a keep. This is not at Dol Ninden. This is before you get to Dol Ninden, and there is not a huge structure, but a structure that seems to be in somewhat decent condition, not fully sort of collapsed and dilapidated, but definitely appears abandoned. And it kind of just caught up on you, just kind of came up on you. And as far as the major effect, you can determine it, or I'll try to come up with something.
I don't even know what I would pick, so you.
Yeah, I'm struggling with this one a little bit too, but let me think about it. You know what?
A friendly caravan is taking shelter there. A trader, a friendly trade caravan.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. That's a good one. Thanks, Chance. Yeah. So I'll just reveal this. Maybe as you were approaching Rhuen, you saw a bunch of folks. Where are they? Where are they? Sorry, you saw a few folks, up on the edge of the building. Someone washing clothes, sort of in a
Gypsies in my Middle
in a
Earth?
bucket, and so on. So yeah, it seems like a friendly group as you come up over the ridge and see this group.
Sorry, the people, the Tuatha An, the Way of the Leaf people in my Middle Earth?
What do you want to do?
To wave. I'm gonna, as I'm still kind of coming up on them, still far away. I'm gonna wave nice and big. They look friendly. I want to look friendly too.
Yeah, they seem friendly. A couple of them stop what they're doing and start to move out. You can drag yourself onto the map here if you want. I'll just drag a couple people out here.
That's a big dude.
Yeah,
We'll
sort that.
Run away from the giants.
Giants?
We'll sort that out. Yeah, there's a very
everyone in this world are supermodels.
Very interesting gang here. And there's a wagon. We'll just draw a wagon here. Did you drag yourself on?
Yes, I'm the little teeny tiny thing.
Oh yeah.
We're like little tiny spots.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna duplicate this group. It's 2 sets of twins. 4 sets of twins.
What are the chances? What are the
chances? Yeah. Well, you did get a major effect, so
that's it.
All right. So yeah, they've actually pulled their wagon in here, and it looks like they've been camping. So as you approach, they seem very friendly. Hello, traveler. What brings you to this area?
Ahoy, mateys. We're exploring, and by we I mean me. By myself, exploring this area.
Oh, I see. Well, you're traveling alone in these parts. That's rather bold.
I thought so too.
Well,
how long have you been here?
Oh, Har dragged himself into the corner.
Yeah, I'm not there. I don't. I'm still with the wagon. I just
dragged
myself.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Where are you headed, stranger?
Oh, someplace that starts with a D that I didn't write down.
Dol Ninden, of course. Yes.
Yes, that's the one.
Just south and west. Well, you should avoid the haunted town of Barad Escher. For sure.
Escher, you say?
Barad.
Haunted?
Yes.
By ghosts?
Well, some say there have been lights. There have been lights seen in there of recent.
How recent?
Well, we haven't been there ourselves, but in the last weeks and months, there's been some strange lights at night. Most folks don't go there. It's rumored to be haunted for centuries.
Well, that seems like a place.
That's what all the young folks say.
Yes, where all the cool kids go to drink and party. Did you guys see those birds the other day?
No, we did not. We've been coming from the west.
That makes sense.
Yes, we've heard. We did see a trader yesterday who mentioned them as we passed on the road, but no, we did not see the birds. Strange times. Strange times indeed.
Yes, it's unprecedented. Nice place you got here.
Well, we're only here for a day or so, and then we're moving on, heading north. up to Arading.
Oh, what are you going to do once you get there?
Well, we're visiting family.
Oh, that's nice.
Twins. Twins run.
It's a twin
Our
reunion.
triplet siblings are all there.
Oh, that's incredible.
My sister wife's brother's nephew is having triplets.
Yeah. Triplets.
Oh, I'm very excited for you. It's good to see family.
Yes. Well, it's quite nice to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Can we help you with something?
Yeah, do you pass by this way often?
Not frequently, no, but we do know that the silver spears passed through here recently, and he kind of points as he's walking and talking. He points over to something here on the ground, which I neglected to tell you about earlier. There's a little flag stuck in the ground with a small wooden stake with like a silver piece of cloth tied to it that's been stuck in the ground. This is the mark of the silver spears it looks like it's been there for maybe a week or so. This flag, maybe longer.
And this is them saying that they've checked this area
Yes,
out.
this is their inspection method. They'll mark it, and this way, if other groups or scouts come along, they can kind of keep track of areas they've scouted prior.
Have you guys ever met the Silver Scouts? I mean, Silver Spears?
We've seen them. We've seen them travel at a distance from time to time.
They seem to be earning quite a reputation in the area.
Well, it is their charge to keep this area safe. They seem to be doing what they've been charged with.
Yes, it seems like they're doing a good job. It would be a shame to see this area resort to the sort of danger and barbarism that was here before.
Yes, well, it's a time of prosperity, thanks to the king. Although Boron over there is not too keen on the king's judgment.
Oh, really?
Well, not everyone is happy, of course, with the seat of power being in Gondor, but we're all better for it, I think.
I think it's certainly been having a positive effect so far.
I would agree. I
think we should be thinking about taking on more of these responsibilities ourselves, don't you? The people from here.
Most certainly, but don't let Boron hear you say that, or he'll nominate you as the king, perhaps.
Oh, that would be a bit much.
You don't say.
Yeah. King. And I just got to tell this moron Boron?
Yeah.
Strange weapon to be given out by strange women is no way for a proper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Talking.
Sorry, are you all talking about me?
No, we said Noron.
Oh.
Hey, Noron! That's my brother. No,
exactly. That's literally what I was doing. That's literally what I'm doing. It's Noron. So Noron. He calls Noron over and
get over here. We were just talking about you.
He goes back to fixing the wagon, and those two are over there cleaning laundry. Well, is there anything else we can do for you, stranger?
No, you've been very helpful. It's been a very pleasant way to spend the time passing in conversation.
Well, stay safe on the road.
You as well. Good luck on your voyage.
All right. All right, we'll head back to the map. I'm assuming you're going to report the building to Kevrum.
Yes.
Kevrum,
And
do
I
you...
think there's a weird, like, sex cult or something in there, maybe?
Do
I got a
you...
lot of, like, creepy
You
brother sister
manfolk
vibes.
and your weirdness. Right.
It's not too far from the road, Kevrum. Do you feel you need to go investigate it, or do you get a good
What I'm being
description
paid to
from...
do.
All right.
But I will say,
you could also
nobody...
just get a good description from Rhuen if you choose.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
Yeah.
That's probably fine.
All right. Okay. Hirluin writes down what you find. Maybe time is getting short, and he takes a couple little shortcuts on his on the survey. Oh, we don't have time to go there. We've got to get to Dole. We've got to get to the region by the end of the day.
Well, let's keep it moving.
All right. So gang keeps moving, and as you approach this area, it starts to get a little more hilly, and you can see further, just further on the hills, another structure, and clearly it's Dol Ninden, and it's visible from the road. And it looks like this.
An old elven readout.
So long abandoned, but still has a little bit of structure around it. And you all need to tell me how you will approach this building.
Is there like sign of life in it?
It seems dark. It's late afternoon. There doesn't seem to be anyone around that you can see.
If I don't see sign of life, I'm just walking right up to it, like I've done for everything else. I mean, it's no different here than the other places that I've been investigating on the trip.
Yes, which is also what I was trying to avoid. I didn't want to create any false alarm around a particular venue or location. So, all right. So, who is going? Is anyone else going with you? It's fairly close to the main thoroughfare, so there's an opportunity for whoever wants to go.
I think our plan was to shelter for the night here, wasn't it?
Well, Hirluin just wanted to reach here. He didn't necessarily want to shelter here, but he wanted to reach here by the day. If it seems like a good place to stay, then it's good enough. You will be heading east from here. So from here, you're turning and going to... Let me go back to the map quickly.
Then I'd say, yeah, the scouts will probably come up with me to check to see that it's a good place for the party to camp for the night, the wagons to camp for the night.
Right. So
yeah, Vayman would.
I'll follow you too. I got to stretch my legs. I've been sitting in this cart.
Okay. So the plan is to head to Balost tomorrow. Barid Escher, that the other folks mentioned, is down here. But the plan from Hirluin is to go to Balost, but you guys can sort that out with him. So back to Dol Ninden. This is the ground floor. So heading up that little ramp and then straight into sort of the lower floor of the building.
Yep.
So just barging in as if it's
I mean, if the doors are closed, I'll bang on the doors just to.
No, the
just to be
doors.
polite,
I mean, the doors are barely on their hinges.
Then yeah, just walking in.
Yeah. So. Okay, so there's two ways in. I'm going to show you the other floor plan just because you probably do a little bit of a survey as you're kind of walking. So you can kind of come up the trail here, and go in. This is wide open. Or the other trail here is entry to the lower level. So you can choose.
Kev's gonna go to the lower level and make certain the supports are good. If anyone else wants to go to the upper. Or...
Yeah, Vayman would check out the upper level.
All right, so let's start with the upper level. Sorry, we're gonna go back here. Sorry for flipping around so much. So Vayman, you can just drag yourself on and then head up the path here around the bottom. That way. This is up to the upper level. Okay, long abandoned. There's dust and dirt and rain and weather damage. Seems very empty. There's not really anything here except sort of fallen stone. It's been literally thousands of years, so it's unlikely that there's any sudden treasure that's just been overlooked. Thousands of people have probably passed through this in the thousands of years. Anyone else going up, just so we're clear on who's up and who's down? Because if you're only halfway up, you're neither up nor down.
I'm going to stay down.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would stay down.
Okay. All right, Vayman, anything you want to do while you're up here?
If there's nothing that seems of value, that's all he's doing is looking for stuff of value.
Okay. All right, so you can kind of just kick through the stone and look around. All right, Kevrum, Rhuen, and Har, just the doors are kind of barely on the hinges. Kevrum, you kind of come into the room first, and as you do, you hear a little bit of movement, a little bit of scurrying, and almost like footsteps sort of dragging on the floor. It's late afternoon. It's a little dark in here. There's not a lot of light. There's a little bit of light coming down through the stairwell down below here. But otherwise, it's dim. It's not perfectly dark, but it's dim. There's some old stone and furniture and whatnot here.
Well, I'll call out. Easy there. Everybody's friendly here.
All right, Rhuen and Har, are you guys stepping in as well? You hear Kevrum ahead of you calling out. How are you approaching them?
I'll come up at least to the door and then maybe kind of listen for what Kevrum was hearing or what he was talking to.
Yeah, I want to wait to go in until I hear if someone's going to answer him.
Yeah.
All right. Are you staying in place, Kevrum, or what's your?
I'll stay still at first to see if there's a response. Yeah.
Okay. There is no response.
And it did not sound like it was coming from above.
It was definitely in the room.
All right.
Do we have like a lantern amongst the three of us?
Torches, lanterns, yeah.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go in and get some light on the subject. So I'm gonna strike up I guess probably just a torch and then
does that centerpiece look to be like separated or different from the ground around it?
You tell me. You're the dwarven engineer.
I believe that's going to be smithing. Or sorry, stoneworking. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Or you
Difficulty
can.
of 2. So I don't know.
Well, it's not. You're an expert, so you tell me what it is.
I don't know.
It's let's say it's we'll just say it's an inlay. It's a floor pattern that's just been inlaid in the floor. It's not a raised surface. Maybe there was something that was sitting there, or maybe there was some sort of structure long ago that was sitting in these positions, but now it's just worn away stone, different colors of stone. It's not like there's metal inlay still there. Anything like that would be long gone. It's just different colored stones positioned on the floor.
All right. Well, I am going to look around to try to find what the movement came from.
All right.
And I will be moving around to...
Okay, Har, you are shining the lantern or torch?
Torch, yeah.
Okay, again, it's not dark. It's just sort of a little bit dim in the shadowy areas around here.
Then I'll kind of wander. I'll go along the edges of the walls as the other guys investigate, but just to sort of scare up anything that's in the shadows.
All right. It's really, the shadows are clearly over near this old furniture here.
Okay.
Something clearly behind it. So, Rhuen, any particular actions or activities?
No, I'm just going to be watching my step and keeping my ears open.
All right. So, Kevrum, as you step forward, you hear a bit of a hiss. Like something kind of goes, makes a very strange hissing sound, but it's not an animal. It's like a person maybe hissing.
All right, stranger. Friend. I got a bit of bread and cheese for you if you come out and say hello. We'll do you no harm.
All right, so the lure of bread and cheese is enough for a small head to kind of look around the corner of the furniture. And what you see is a small boy, probably 13-ish, maybe 13, 14. He's kind of hunched down behind it, and he kind of looks out, and it's kind of hard to tell in the dark.
Say behind for like right, he's up here is what you're saying?
No, he's behind. Sorry, I'll drag him on. I'll put him on the map. He's right here. Sorry, he's hiding behind. Yeah, he's hiding behind this furniture here.
All right, I'm gonna walk over to here. Put a little bit of food on top of that counter right there. Just place the food there and kind of back up a little bit.
All right. So he hisses
while I'm doing it.
He's hissing as you're doing it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My name's Kevrum Blinkinsop. What's your name?
He just kind of hisses at you and kind of jumps up on top of the furniture and starts eating the food. And then he says in sort of common language, Ira. And what appears to be his sister, or another young child at least, emerges from behind this one.
I'll put a bit more food on this counter here. And then back up a little bit again.
Go ahead, Rhuen. You were going to say something?
I was just going to ask, no twins?
No, they're not twins. They may be slightly twin. Okay.
Hello.
Vayman, you presumably would want to be coming downstairs around this time, I'm guessing, after a little bit, or going back
Yeah,
outside. Which one?
if I didn't find anything interesting, I would take the stairs, knowing that that's where these guys were headed.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can drag yourself onto the stairs now. So as Vayman starts to enter the room and come downstairs, the boy kind of turns quickly and kind of hisses and looks over that way again. But the kids, the girl again kind of climbs up here and starts eating whatever Kevrum has put out for them.
These are my friends. That's Rhuen. This is Har. That's Vayman.
All right. So I guess everybody give me a perception, intelligence, intellect, investigation, or even insight. I think, Rhuen, you had an insight ability.
I think so.
So if you have special abilities, just chime them out. You kind of use them anytime as well.
I rolled a 13.
Yep.
Vayman rolled a 13. With
there
training.
a difficulty level?
Just roll. No, but just roll it. We'll see. So beats difficulty 4. So yeah.
13, 13, 13, 16.
Yeah.
But I'm trained
Rhuen-
and have effort, so that would be level 6.
Okay. Rhuen, are you going to? Oh, you did 16. Okay. There's something strange about these kids. They're not. There's something off. I think I popped the boy out. You can see the boy, right? I popped him up. And the girl. There's something off about these kids. They're not sort of your typical Eriadorian children. Kevrum, you're probably the only one that would really have noticed or have any even remote experience. These kids have orc traits.
Well, maybe Vayman stays at the stairs and Rhuen stays at the door. Just to be safe.
Vayman doesn't really care for kids all that much anyway, so yeah.
Especially orc kids.
Especially orc kids.
So yeah, they look human, but they have some orcish traits. Their jawbones. Their jawbones are a little bit more sort of protruded. Their teeth aren't really perfect. Their ears are a little bit of a strange shape. There's just something a little odd about these kids.
Have you been here long?
The boy kind of shakes his head a little bit. No.
Do you have any family?
He shrugs.
Do you have a name? Something I can call you? I'm Kevrum.
I am Tarn. This is my sister, Ira.
Hello, Tarn and Ira. It's a pleasure to meet you both.
What brings you to this place?
Are you hiding out here?
We are hiding, yes.
What are you hiding from?
The soldiers.
Silver spears?
He just kind of shrugs. Don't know what that means.
Why do they hunt you?
Why do you think? And that's where we're going to end.
Okay.
All right. So, thank you all. Bit of a mystery uncovered. And I think we've got some stuff to read, right, Dr. Twitch? I was looking at
not
it earlier.
As much, but we do have Star Trek and Eve of Rhuen to read about.
Yeah, so I got those here. Ah, all right. Oh, okay. So apparently, folks, first of all, thank you. This is episode 3, Darker Tidings. That's a wrap on this. Episode 4 in 2 weeks. And I believe we have some announcements coming from Jim and Cam.
All right. Do you want to
Who's going to go?
Do you want to
Cam,
do the
you go first.
Klingon part, or do you want to?
I'll do the Klingon part.
Okay.
I may or may not have had a phase in the 90s.
All right, so I'll start with that Monday lead in, then you do the Klingon.
Yeah, trying to read the Klingon on Tuesday was awful and hilariously bad. It was a mangled mess.
I saw it earlier when I was looking up which announcements I might have to read, and I literally forgot to ask Dr. Twitch if I had to read the Klingon part.
Monday on April 13th at 8:30 p.m., we have the Star Trek Klingons campaign. Revenge is the best revenge.
Patre, portash, Klingon, lurdech, get lichti, nuk yatlu, ve, slot, hurt, borg, garbage.
Glory, honor, revenge. What can be said about a new Star Trek campaign steeped in Klingon lore? Something hard to pronounce, that's for sure.
All right. I think that's our only announcement for this week, folks.
No, that is because Tuesday would typically be Eve of Rhuen, but we are unavailable this Tuesday not Eve of Rhuen. Tuesday would typically be Eve of Rhuen, but we are unavailable on Eve of Rhuen. Does Wednesday though have? No, that was last Wednesday.
No,
we
everything
don't have
else.
an opposite Wednesday campaign. We have an open Wednesday campaign slot. All right. Pone and I have been playing a lot of video games. Pone does a lot of Architects After Dark. Speaking of which, as soon as this stream is over, we might be kicking ourselves back up with Pone on the Architects After Dark here very soon.
All right. So are we going to go on a raid? Oh, I see. Okay. We don't want to hand it off. So fair enough. All right. Okay. So so you're on your own. You're on your own, donkey. All right. So thanks, folks.
Bye.
We'll see you in
Thank
2
you,
weeks.
guys.
See you